Do you ever see the video I did proving that the king of pop faked his death? Well, that was 2 years ago, and I've been hunting for him ever since. And, well, but for those of you who haven't seen this video, I'm going to catch you up, and then, well, you'll see. Why don't we start at the end? Have you ever seen this video of the coroner's van that supposedly had Michael Jackson's body in it that didn't know it was being filmed? This guy thought he was going to capture them wheeling him out, and instead, he captured this. Now, I was very skeptical when I first saw this, so I had to do what I do, and I did my investigative work. 127602. Remember that number. So what I did is I went and I scoured the internet, and I found actual news footage of a helicopter filming the body of Michael Jackson going into a coroner's van. And you'll never guess what I found. Let's take a look at that number. Do we remember? 127602. And just in case your memory is not good, helicopter garage 127602. And while knowing he was out there somewhere and always keeping an eye out, very recently I couldn't help but notice how similarly he danced to Bruno Mars. That's probably just it, right? It's just a similar dance style that they're both doing. I mean, they hardly look alike, but for sure we didn't just push their heads together. Maybe if we gave it the old symmetry test. And other than that eyebrow, it's a pretty dead match. Even those chins seem to be pretty exact. But you know, I don't really like to speculate. So I find things. I find similarities in people that necessarily shouldn't be there across numerous marks, even smaller ones that you can hardly see that are right there that also match those two. 1, 2, those are hard to see, but trust me, there are many more. Michael, Bruno. But I really wanted to prove this one. I wanted to leave no doubt. So I took another look, and I found what seemed to be two very similar markings. I would say scars, right there and there. And there's more. Stick around, especially if you're skeptical. Let's go to that very pronounced little hole there. And boy, it sure seems to be right there as well. You see that? There's a very similar matching hole. But again, there's more. Let me get out of the way and come down here to very pronounced ones. See those two? Well, yeah, you can't just leave those because those are very obvious. So you need to shape shift them away or get some touch up. But there's one. And there's two in the exact same spot in relation to the eye. So now that makes, what, 7? 7 of the exact same markings on top of the exact same dancing and top of the exact same facial symmetry. Sure, it's a coincidence. Oh, and thanks to my good friend Josh Stone here on the ShmooTube, who you should go follow. We figured some other things out too that aren't going to be for everyone, but follow along. Because if Bruno was Michael, do you know who Michael was married to? Elvis's daughter. Elvis's daughter. And I couldn't help but notice how much Elvis looked an awful lot like this statue of Mars, the Roman god Mars, and his daughter is married to Bruno Mars. But there's more. Because if Michael can fake his death and come back as someone else, don't you think maybe Elvis can? And if you've seen my videos, I've proven it over and over again. Now, hold on. If Elvis is Abaddon, but also Mars, which we all know is associated with the color red, and we know this guy's affinity for red, but there's more, because they always tell us. They always tell us, and they are not who you think they are. They've been here since the dawn of Earth. That's a 3,000-year-old statue. That's multi-millennia-year-old statue, as is that. And that's the original Statue of Liberty face. And I'm just a satire account here for your entertainment purposes. I don't really think there are fallen angels here in Earth with us, deceiving us in every way possible, convincing you to worship them instead of the Most High. No, that's ridiculous stuff. Stuff of legend and fantasy, people. Entertainment only.